Brosplay!
Don't those people look like they're pissed off at each other? Well, I'm not guarding the door if you're not guarding the door. Well, fine then. Neither of us will guard the door.
It was forever unguarded because the two of them could not get along.
Oh, welcome back. This is the tale of two brothers who could not get along with guarding their door.
Also, we just watched that Andy Kaufman thing I was talking about.
Andy Kaufman crying with the bongos.
Yeah. What a legend. But the end of that story though is that
you gotta just keep cocking them and rocking them, man.
No. Is that Andy Kaufman was diagnosed with lung cancer, and no one believed him.
Oh shit! Because he was always
yeah, and it turns out it was true. So his last thing was not a joke. It's kind of sad, and I don't know, maybe
it's the opposite of Tommy Cooper.
Yeah.
Right?
Was that true? Did we look that up?
I forgot that you called that into question. We have not looked that up, so we're basically just going off that Scroobius Pip song. Oh, it's shooting too high.
Yeah. You're not supposed to shoot the lock.
Go underneath? No, I thought you are supposed to shoot the lock. You're hitting the door right now. Oh, there is no underneath.
No.
Try knocking those bricks to the right.
No. There's something I have to do. I have to raise up the thing or something.
In there. Like you can't go in that door?
Hey!
There we
go. That's dumb.
Yeah. That was weird.
I sounded really excited about that, but it's not cool. I'm going to leave that because I might need it on the ways back, you know?
I like that about this game, that you get all your health back, but you still have to open the box. And there's only a certain number of boxes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a resource management game. It's a survivor horror.
Well, yeah, okay, maybe a resource management game. I see that.
Can I... Oh. Okay, what?
Blood sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice. Whoa!
It gave you the option to say yes or no, but it didn't really tell you what the sacrifice was.
I think these guys are the blood sacrifice.
Oh, whoa.
These guys are okay.
Centaurs? I don't even remember fighting these guys.
No, these are senators.
Dude, their mouths open so wide, they remind me of, remember the guy from the third Lord of the Rings movie? Who's like, I have a token I am bidden to show thee. And he, like, comes out, the guy that they confront at the Black Gate. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
With the really wide mouth.
Fucking Steven Tyler, is that his name?
Well, yes. Not played by Steven Tyler, but he does kind of resemble Steven Tyler.
Dude, that's honestly that's what it should have said in the credits. Plays Steven Tyler's bottom half of his face.
Oh my god. We were listening to an Aerosmith song the other day. Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Yeah.
And I realized you cannot sing that shit today.
Actually, I was thinking the same thing, but it is on the radio.
Yeah, actually, that's where I heard it was on the radio. But you couldn't make that song today. People would, like, lambaste you for it.
Yeah.
But what's even weirder is that Steven Tyler kind of looks like a lady, especially in his older age.
In some cases, yeah.
Like, he kind of looks like one of our aunts.
Oh, I have to kill them in the circle.
Always a blood sacrifice.
You see, each one is lighting up the what's it called?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Also,
that's
I'm
actually
aware
Fable does that.
That I'm not very good at this game and get hit a lot. I'm aware that it's not a fun thing to watch, and I'm sorry.
Man, this guy's wrecking you with those arrows.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly bring my fucking shield with me today.
You used to keep out your AoE thing, your AoE magic, but you haven't used it in a long time, and I think,
yeah, it's pretty important.
There you go.
I didn't get that guy in the circle.
Just, I don't even know what to call that. That's a suplex, essentially, but with a horse. It's slightly different mechanics.
I don't know if it quite works that way, but...
It's still, it's just a body slam, really, at the end of the day.
No.
Basically anything that's not a grunt, you can't grab unless they have the thing above them.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be bad. This is going to be
bad,
bro.
In the thing! God damn it.
Ah.
Well...
Is that it? Was that it?
Yes. But I don't know if that. Oh, it's only half. It's only half.
Oh my god, dude! Box. They got arrows though.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot me.
Just do it. Yes.
Okay.
Health is ours.
Join me in my fucking circle, Claudes.
Join me, you Claude.
It actually did kind of sound like an early N64. Join me in my circle.
Bow before the great Andros.
I've
Probably
been recently appreciating South Park a lot, and just how many voices are like faux children. They're all done by adults.
Adults, yeah.
But they all sound like that. It's kind of hard to listen to when it's like when there's no adults in the episodes.
In the episode?
Yeah. Like
That's
you and
a
I
good
just
point.
watched one that was about Terrence and Phillip.
Who
So
are
it's
really
basically
bad.
just Terrence and Phillip yelling, and then the kids yelling, and then Terrence and Phillip yelling.
And Terrence and Phillip basically just fart and laugh. So it's really just a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great episode. It was still really funny.
Yeah.
But my favorite episodes have Randy Moss in them.
Randy Moss.
That's
Is that the dad?
I think Kyle's dad, yeah.
Yeah,
But his
okay.
name's for sure Randy. And he does
Lord.
some of the stupidest things,
I am
like
Lord.
he wants oh yeah, right, he pretends to be Lord, or he thinks he is Lord. And then there's an episode where he wants to get medicinal marijuana. The only way to get it is to have cancer. So he gives himself testicular cancer.
Fuck.
And his balls swell up so big that he can hippity hop on them. And so all the guys in the town give themselves testicular cancer, and they all just like hop around smoking pot.
It is a absurdity style for their stories in order to tell what the fuck. What the fuck?
It's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. I never heard you have such a wheezy laugh
Yeah,
before.
it was just one of those things where like, I don't even know if you made it far enough at all. Whoa.
Okay.
Dude, just do your double jump and your air dash thing. That actually might be enough.
What?
I don't think that's what I meant.
What's my? Whoa! No!
Whoa!
No.
Whoa! Okay. Yeah,
That's not helpful.
No, that gets you distance though, doesn't it?
Yo, bro, it gets you fucking distance, bro.
There's also this episode where Randy, I think he loses his job or something, so he has to spend all of his time at home, and he gets super into the cook. Jesus.
Oh my god, these
you
fucking
can
silencers.
So Randy loses his job and starts spending all this time watching cooking channels. But every time he does it, it's really weird. It's like he's watching porn. He's like, "Oh yeah, look at that. You like being basted like that?" and then he tops everything with cream fraiche, whatever that is. He'll like make stuff and he's like, "Hey, with a little bit of cream fraiche."
Oh, what I love about that show is that they have like a main theme, a main story, and then something that feels totally fucking random, like that. You know, it's that's like the plot, right? And then it's just like someone's just like, cream fraiche. Let's just make an unnecessarily fixation on that.
In the episode we watched today, they walked past a place called Tom's Rhinoplasty.
What is rhinoplasty?
It's plastic surgery of the nose.
Oh,
So like, why would there be a nose doctor in a small American town in Colorado?
is that where it is? Colorado?
I think so. That's where they're from, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like the idea, because they live in the mountains too, I thought.
that would make sense.
I know they're not Canadian for sure.
Well, no, because the Canadians
Yeah, because there's Canadians in it.
are depicted as all being the same, which is pretty funny.
Hilarious, yeah.
Fuck! That last one was really hard.
The full circle, yeah, the full circle, you really have to hit like every part of that 360.
Yeah, and I could just fucking mower down, so I'ma just do that shit.
I think people sometimes forget the Canadians can be assholes because
Absolutely.
there's so many stereotypes about us being nice. But I heard a great story that reminds me that just because you live in Canada doesn't mean like, you know, you're nice and kind. So I know these people that do work on the road a lot in downtown Toronto. And so they were doing work and they were in an enclosure in their cones and whatever. And a guy, I guess, he wanted to turn right into the lane they were in because that's where he does every day for work. But they were in the lane, so he couldn't turn there. He got so pissed, he got out of his car and pulled a baseball bat out.
What?
And yeah, and started approaching them like working in their zone.
Oh, wow.
But what he doesn't realize is that if you're working too close to an intersection, you have to have a paid duty officer.
Yeah.
So there was a cop right there who just ran over and arrested the guy. Like, that's LA type road rage. That's totally not something.
And that was here?
Yeah, that was in Toronto.
Wow. Well, Toronto, it becomes less surprising to me.
Because, yeah, it's a city of, whatever, 6 million, whatever they count as Toronto. Because really, that's like 5 or 6 cities when they count that number.
Yeah, it's huge, actually. Because, like, there's the GTA, and then there's, like, the heart, right?
Yeah, I think there's probably 4 cities that I would say make up Toronto, and then maybe 6 other cities that make up the GTA. It's crazy. But it's kind of the same for New York, right? They have the boroughs.
Yeah.
Right? Those were probably originally cities, different cities.
Probably. I remember being so impressed last time we were in Toronto. I just looked up like at the buildings while we were driving. I was just so
It's shocking.
engrossed. I couldn't believe how tall they were, how many buildings there are.
Have you been to the CN Tower?
Yeah.
Like,
well, not since I was a kid.
Yeah, so do you remember going to the CN Tower? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when you approach the CN Tower, for anyone who hasn't been there, there's a huge open area that's just wide open concrete. And it's actually really nice because it's in downtown Toronto, so normally it's super congested. But the reason there's this like 500-meter open concrete area around the tower is that is the foundation. The only way they could make it freestanding was to build a bowl of concrete, essentially, to anchor the building to.
That's nuts.
But it actually makes it really scenic, because then there's this like huge open touristy area, and Ripley's has an aquarium down there.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's just an aquarium. It's not like they have like Believe It or Not type fish,
Oh, it's just a Ripley's owned.
Yeah, it's owned by
aquarium.
Ripley's, but it is actually pretty sweet.
That's cool.
They've got this. They actually have penguins, which is kind of cool. Like they have an Arctic exhibit, so that was like, yeah, that's actually pretty sweet. Seeing like emperor penguins and what do you call those things? Puffins.
Yeah. Puffin was my chosen animal for a design project I did. So I made a little logo, but I gotta kill everyone in the maze. Fuck.
Did you design the unpopular opinion Puffin? Is that your thing?
No.
No. You know what that is, right?
I am quite aware.
You're aware of the meme?
Dude,
do you even meme?
we've discussed this before, brother. I am a meme-heavy individual.
Your brain works best on memes?
Yeah, it's actually a really great way to describe things. And I've just shown you a video I'm working on today that has a decent amount of memes in it. In fact, I came up with my own, and I hope it catches on. I'm not gonna say what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't want to describe it in verbal form because memes are not really meant to be communicated that way.
Okay, it's Jim Carrey. That's what I'll say. That's where I'll leave it.
Oh, okay. He's part of your meme.
Yeah, because you never know when a meme is gonna be created. And are you familiar with Filthy Frank?
Roughly.
He's this pink guy.
Yeah, like I know. Yeah, I don't know any of his stuff. I'm not familiar with. I know who he is.
I have to kill everyone in the maze, and I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a maze, so it's kind of hard to traverse.
I think you missed some areas because you're at the start of the maze right now.
Is this where it begins?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah, Filthy Frank is like a meme god, essentially. He started the Harlem Shake.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, pink guy
Really?
was in the original Harlem Shakes, as far as I have seen, yeah.
I've seen a couple of good Harlem Shake ones. Yeah, I noticed
There
that
we
as
go.
well. I've seen a couple good Harlem Shake ones, but I've also seen some really bad ones. Have you seen...
Yes, I know exactly what you're going to say.
What? What did you think I was going to say? I'm curious.
What the oh, no.
Dude,
no.
you have to do the whole thing?
Fuck you. What the fuck? That's
would-
unnecessary.
Yeah, why would that be the
unbalanced
challenge?
difficulty? Is that what that is right there? I'll say it.
At least okay, let's do it right from the start this time.
I'll pull up my fucking articulated words out just for you guys. Unbalanced difficulty is such a frustrating element. Something that's stupid hard right in the middle of other things that
aren't
balanced.
as hard.
It's
Yeah,
very frustrating.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What were we just talking about a second ago? Before this bullshit reset? Oh, we were talking about the Harlem Shakes.
Yeah. I was thinking you were gonna say the one. Give me a second here. Ah!
It's hard, man.
It went opposite of what it always has gone.
Oh, you were expecting it to be one way?
Anyway.
So which one were you thinking of?
Slender Man.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
fucking
go back.
hilarious.
You missed something, right? Wasn't it right here?
No.
Oh, you can't go in there.
Hey.
Or you can.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, so this is what we missed.
There's a lot of you in
Yeah.
here.
Zap, zap, zap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
the Slender Man Harlem Shake, they're all doing their thing, and then right as it drops, they're all just dead on the floor. Slender's just standing there in the background. I missed that game. Not that it's gone or anything.
We could play it one day.
Well, no. I missed that game the same way I missed World of Warcraft. I don't want to go back. I want it to be what it was when I was younger.
Right. What
Right.
it meant to you at the time.
Yeah, I want the nostalgia. I don't want the game. Someone even posted a picture, and it was a side-by-side image of Doom, the actual game when it was released back in the day, and it said, "My memory of Doom," and it was like way better animated.
Right,
And
right,
it
right.
said, "Memory is the best graphics," and I think that is so true.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Hindsight is always, you think of games you played back in the day, and you're like, oh, I remember it being like, it looks so good, and it was so much fun, and then you go and you play it, and you're thinking, shit, I should have left it.
Yeah,
shouldn't have drudged up the past.
Do you know the song "Thunder Rolls" by Garth Brooks?
I can tell you I'm definitely not familiar with Garth Brooks.
So, I mean, me neither, other than this song, but I remember it being really good, and like it actually scared me when I was a kid because it has like a thunder at the beginning.
Okay.
And I went and checked it out, and it is so soft and laid back and not even close to how good I thought it was.
It's really funny how someone was even saying that to me the other day. They said, I don't actually remember what happened. I just remember how I feel about it. And I said, that is the essence of a lot of people's problems when they go to tell a story. They're not actually telling you the reality. They're telling you what they remember or
Right.
what they felt about it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous when people do that too much. How are you supposed to get out of here?
That's what I was actually going to ask.
Oh, they closed. Yeah. They closed.
Okay.
That's
I
sketchy,
didn't
though.
trust it, actually. I was like,
I'm glad you didn't, because if we got dropped in the lava there, it might be the end of this playthrough. just fuck you, God of
just
War.
end it there. All right. Thanks for joining us in our walkthrough. Like, comment, subscribe.
Walkthrough.
Is that what I
Definitely.
said?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Definitely
it's
cannot call this a
amazing
walkthrough.
how often I say stuff that I don't even know I'm saying. Like I'm losing control. Actually, speaking of that concept, I guess.
Of losing control?
Yeah, in that Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey documentary, there's times where Andy actually says how he thinks Jim is feeling about playing Andy. It is one of the strangest things to see, because it actually seems like genuinely that he believes he is Andy in those moments. And there's times where he says that he thinks that Jim likes losing control. And that he also talks about, like Jim talks about how before he played Andy, there were the times where he went up on stage, he called it training with weights, and he wouldn't have any material ready. He would go up on stage and just sweat in front of them. Just try to come up with something, and that's where some of his funniest shit came from. Is these moments where he just had no plan and let some other version of himself take over.
Whoa.
And that he would finish his set and he would go, I lost control again. And he would question whether losing control was the right thing to do, because does it make it funnier? Kind of.
Huh.
Yeah, very like, It's like a surprisingly existential video to watch. I highly recommend it. He ends it on this like note about life and reality and how you perceive yourself. It's eye-opening.
I guess there's really nothing that stops you from being another person if you really believe you are that other person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a creepy idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of are a different person. You kind of reinvent yourself pretty frequently, especially in your early 20s. Because that's where you start to realize who you are. Because I felt like everything felt like it was just supposed to happen when I was a kid. And then I eventually just realized that none of this is supposed to happen. It happens for a reason. It happens because people drive the situation forward. Fate is like a combination of everyone's environment and experiences that then compounds on everyone else's environment and experiences.
Yeah, it's so true. When you're a kid, you assume that things are a certain way, but when you become an adult, you realize that things just are a certain way now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It can all change.
Yeah, and it does. Frequently it does.
Rapidly, too.
Oh, I thought there was a wall behind it. I thought that was the ultimate fuck you.
It just ends and it's like, hey, by the way, the door is open back in a different direction. You didn't even have to go this way.
Holy cripes, welcome to the big room.
Oh, big room. Oh, dude, that looks just like...
Whoa.
What's it called? It's the bad guy on Toy Story.
I was just gonna say that. Whatever his name is, Zord or something
Zord.
like that. Oh my god. Thank you for joining us. Next time, the battle with Zord.
Battle with Zord.